So if anybody out there is telling you that there's no good comic books that are coming out recently, like new comic books are not that good, then they probably haven't been reading DC's Black Label, because DC's Black Label has some of the best, most creative stories that we've been getting in recent years. Pretty much almost everything that I've read out of DC Black Label for me has been a hit. And so today we're going to be reviewing Batman the Gargoyle of Gotham. This is another DC label. This is a premium format, so you get a little bit of a thicker cardstock with a glossy cover, pretty fancy. The black back page is pretty fancy as well. So this is written and drawn by Rafael Grampas, and then the colorist is Matt Lopez, which is going to be pretty important once we get into this. A serial killer is on the loose, and while the murder victims seem random at first, every clue draws Batman closer to the terrifying truth that they're all connected, not just to each other, but to him. When an all-new rogues gallery of utterly depraved villains begins to emerge from the depths of the city, Batman will have to contend with the very nature of evil, including that which lurks inside the darkest corners of his own heart, to face what is coming to the city. Now, I do want to say something about the art here. I really enjoyed the art in here. It's very raw and gritty art. It's not super fine. I also like the coloring choice by Matt Lopez, just because it has like a very dull, and let me show you some pages here, and muted look to it. I think it's very reminiscent of like the old Golden Age books and even Silver Age books, where they had like a limited color palette, so a lot of the colors were just kind of the same, but it has kind of like this bland, muted look to it, and I really enjoyed it. Because I think that's what they were trying to go for. They were trying to capture that Golden Age Batman feeling, which by no coincidence we got Batman #1 today. But those early days of Batman, those detective comics, were pretty much based off like pulp stories. They were very violent, very dark. Well, not only that, but the costume design for Batman in this, he also has the Golden Age cowl, where it's got like a little bit more sleek and the slanted eyes. I do like the design choices that they went with. Also with the paneling as well. I think that's one thing you do get with these Black Label projects, where the author and the writer are the same person, is that they can pretty much how they imagine the story is how they present it, and I really enjoy it. It's got like a very cinematic feel to it. For example, there's like some panelings here where Jim Gordon goes to visit a like some inmate to get some information, and you just kind of see a panel of him holding a cigarette, then you see his face, and then you see the cigarette again, but except you see the ash has kind of fallen off of it, as to kind of give you a sense of time, that they're just kind of sitting there in silence. I really enjoyed this this panel here with Batman, where there's like some bad guys, they're like building like some illegal arms, and a guy goes to the basement to go check on something, and he switches on the light, and he sees this dark figure at the end of the hallway. This is like a lot of Golden Age stuff, but then it's mixed in with a lot of New Age stuff, with as far as like cell phones and like activism online, and kind of like video blogs of like, there's like a person in here, we're not sure how she kind of fits in, but if I was to take a guess, I don't know, I think she might be the villain. I don't know, there might be a little bit of foreshadowing, or it might be like a red herring thing. Overall, I really enjoyed this. I think that Black Label continues to put out quality projects, and this is no exception. The only thing is, yes, this is a 48-page issue, but then it's also $7. I think the thing with this Black Label, I'm just gonna wait until it's collected in the hardcover edition, and then just pick it up that way. But I just kind of wanted to check it out and kind of see where it was going. If I was to criticize it on anything, is the villain is the villain's kind of cool. He's kind of shadowy, and he outsmarts Batman, or he defeats Batman in their first fight, which is another like reminiscent of like the Golden Age. Usually Batman would lose the first fight, tie the second, and then win the third one. But this dude, like, this dude cries, bro. Like he's a crybaby, bro. Like there's tears coming down his eyes before he kills people. Like he starts crying, and then I don't know why. Like he like cries on command. I don't know if he's like an actor or something. I don't know. That shit's lame to me. I don't know. That shit was like, all right, I can't take this guy serious. All right, this guy's gonna be crying, bro. I'm gonna start laughing, bro. Like, if this dude's about to kill me and then he starts crying, I'm like, dude, what the hell's wrong with you, man? You want me to get you a crisis phone number, man? Do you need to talk to somebody? You need a therapist, bro? Like, it looks like you have an issue, bro. Like, I'm not even scared right now because you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anyways. Definitely worth the check out if you like the Black Label books. Definitely worth it. It does have the classic detective tones in here as well, where they're trying to solve a mystery. Very cool, and also kind of wrestles with that whole who is the real person. Is Batman the real person, or is Bruce Wayne the real person? So they kind of start talking about that in a little bit. But anyways, good comic book. I do recommend it for anybody who likes darker, gritty stories. If you like the old school Frank Miller stuff, or you like the older pulps from the Golden Age, definitely check it out, because it was definitely inspired by Golden Age Batman stories. Anyways, that's it. If you guys are reading that, you guys have a different opinion, let me know down in the comments below. I like to listen to what other people think, even if it's different, man. I think it's refreshing. And I'll see you guys on the next one. All right.